All right, everybody, welcome back to the #1 television show in the history of the universe. I am Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon, The Blackest Heart, and The Lonesome Crown, all three books published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. And today I am going to be showing you something that I've been collecting for many years, and finally the collection is pretty much complete, and that is my Robert Heinlein mass market paperback collection. I've got 37 some odd books here. Now, Heinlein wrote about 32 or 33 novels, I can't remember which, but I've got every single novel in mint condition mass market paperback. Yes, it's taken me a lot of years to get these collected. But it's finally here, and I've got like about 3 or 4 or 5 of his short story collections also. I don't have all of his short story collections, but I'm not a short story guy, so I don't really care that much about it. I'm more into novels, and so let's and here's the thing. Since I haven't always owned all of these, there's not many of them that I've read. In fact, of my 37 Heinlein books, I've only read 5 and a half. So let's start with the 5 and a half that I have read first, as I show these to you individually. And some of these have, and we're going to talk a little bit about the book covers themselves. I don't know anything about these books. In fact, I made a vow to myself that I'm going to read and review every one of these books on my channel. But what I'm going to do is I am just going to close my eyes and just say randomly pick a book out of the stack, and I'm not even going to read the back of it. I'm not going to read the spine. I'm not going to read anything. I'm not going to know anything about the book other than what I see on the cover. And I'm just going to start from page 1 and let the story surprise me. That's what I did with Starman Jones here. It's what I did with Orphans of the Sky. And so that's kind of the plan that I've got going forward with these books. Just, you know, not read the jacket copy, not know anything, just delve right into the story sight unseen. Like, you know, it'd be like going to a movie theater and just picking a movie based off the title. You've never seen the trailer or nothing, and you just go in and you're like, here I am. That's what I'm going to do with these books. I do that a lot with a lot of the mystery series that I read too. Actually, most of the mystery series. Anyway, so let's go over the 5 and a half books that I have read. And we'll start here with Starman Jones, because I am about halfway through this one. And like I said, this one I looked at the cover, didn't read the back, I didn't read anything about it, didn't want to know anything, and I just launched into it. So I'll have a review of this book coming up on the channel soon. So that one is one that I have halfway read. I've read Orphans in the Sky. You can see my review of this book on my channel elsewhere. Just type in my last name, the title of the book, the review will come up. This is another one. I didn't read anything on the back. I just opened it up. I just randomly picked it from my stack, opened it up, and read. Was delighted with this. This is a really good book. Another one that I did that with was The Moon is a Harsh Mistress. This one I've read also. Again, I didn't read and I didn't want to know anything about it. I just went in sight unseen. I've also left a review of this book on the channel. And while we've got these books up, let us just appreciate how great both of these covers are. These are just great covers. I love this old-timey sci-fi look that these things have. And these are the covers that were, I think these books are from the 60s and 70s. Some of them might even be first editions. All right, the very first ever Heinlein book I ever read, and I read it, gosh, so many times. I've read it about 4 times, but I first read it so long ago, was Stranger in a Strange Land. It's always been one of the sci-fi classics for me. This is this book is one of the reasons why I wanted to collect all of his stuff, because I really liked this. And it's got a good cover there. It's pretty cool. One of the more modern covers, though. And then I also read Starship Troopers just recently. About a year or two ago, I read this one. And another magnificent cover. I love this old-timey cover. This is the cover from the 1960s version of the book, which I have here. It's just cool. And then I also read Master of Puppets. Again, another one I've just picked sight unseen, just started reading it. I read and reviewed this. The cover, this is the more modern cover, but I don't really care for it that much. So those are the 5.5 books of Heinlein's that I have read. So let's just go over what else I've got here. And we will start over here with some of the old stuff. And I like some of the Green Hills of Earth. It's kind of got a funky early 1970s cover. And these kind of all have a theme with the same funky cover. This one is The Man Who Sold the Moon. Now, some of these might be short story collections. Some of them might be novels. I actually haven't read the backs of them. Like I said, I'm not going to read the backs of them. If I pick one of them out and it happens to be a short story collection, so be it. It happens to be a short story collection. Let's pick up another two that have these kind of funky 70s covers. This one, Assignment to Eternity, and this one is The Menace from Earth. Those are just really cool. I mean, they just scream crazy 1960s sci-fi, don't they? I mean, you just can't. Looks like the guys from the show Mad Men actually designed those covers. If you've ever watched Mad Men, that's a dope show. Oh, and we've got some more. It doesn't end with the funky 70s cover. The Door into Summer and Beyond This Horizon. Again, some really cool, funky 70s covers. Let's keep going with this one. The Day After Tomorrow. I like that one. So yeah, we've got this set here of, gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 novels. This set of 7 that have all the funky 70s covers. That's pretty cool. I like that. And now let's get into some other stuff. Revolt in 2000. Another old sci-fi. Don't have any idea what that is. I imagine it's not 2000. 2100. Just based off the title, I think there's going to be a revolt in the year 2100. Okay. Podkayne of Mars. I don't know what Podkayne of Mars would even be about, but it's probably set on Mars. Another good cover. Methuselah's Children. I like the title of that, maybe more so than the actual cover itself. But again, it's one of the it's one of the old versions with the red. Look at the great red. And then we've got, this cover's a little weak. Time for the Stars. I think a kid might have drawn that one. And then, Double Star. That's kind of got a really, that cover's dope. I like that. So let's move on to Tunnel in the Sky. This, I can just tell that's a Daryl K. Sweet cover. Tunnel in the Sky. Daryl K. Sweet, by the way, did the Wheel of Time. Then we've got Glory Road. Glory Road, that's a Clyde Caldwell cover. Now, Clyde Caldwell was one of the original Dungeons & Dragons illustrators, along with Larry Elmore and Keith Parkinson and Jeff Easley. Well, then we've got another kind of Citizen of the Galaxy. This one's kind of got that 70s look to it also. Oh, this one has got a goofy cover, but I like it. It's so fucking goofy. I love it. The Star Beast. Yeah, that's, again, I think a kid did that one. Then we've got here the, another silly one. Between Planets. We're coming across a run of silly. Oh, it keeps going. So we've got, let's see, yeah. Silly. And then, Have Space Suit Will Travel. That's kind of got a silly cover, too. I mean, they all kind of go together. They was part of the same set. It looks like the spines all match. And we've got another one. Oh, there's There's even more. Actually, this one isn't bad. That one's not a bad cover. That one's Farnham's Freehold. I don't know what that will be about. That one is not as silly, but this one certainly is. Red Planet. So we got these ones with the black spines that have the silly covers. Space Cadet, that's all right. And then Farmer in the Sky, I like that one. That's a good cover. That's kind of cool. It's also got the green end papers. And then we've got orange end papers, this time orange, and this is the Rolling Stones. Another kind of silly cover. I think it goes with the silly cover group. And then, oh, another Darrell K. Sweet painting. Rocket Ship Galileo. Okay, we're down to, now we've got some of his more modern stuff. Well, when I say modern, stuff he wrote in the 80s, because the dude's dead. I think the dude died in like 1990 or something. I don't know. I didn't Wikipedia anything about the guy. So these are some of his more recent books. To Sail Beyond the Sunset, that is a Boris Vallejo cover. That's, I mean, Boris always does great stuff, and, you know, the girl's cute. Jesus Christ. I can't go one fucking video without dropping shit. I should have never mentioned the cuteness of the girl. I think that cursed me. Okay. Time Enough for Love. The girls in that, they're probably not that cute. Oh my God, I put it back. That's the thing. That's you just gotta, you can't, Number of the Beast. See, these are big, thicker books here. I don't know if you noticed. These are thicker books. I will fear no evil. Another naked lady. Oh, even more sexy women. Friday. That's a Michael Whelan painting, by the way. This painting is in one of my Art of Michael Whelan books. So is this one. Another Michael Whelan painting, The Cat Who Walks Through Walls. That's cool. And last, but certainly not to be considered the least, another Michael Whelan painting on Job. J-O-B. It's either Job or Job. A Comedy of Justice. I think it's Job. I don't know. If you've read any of that Michael Whelan painting is super cool. Probably the best of the group. Anyway, if you like, if you've read any of these, then you know, drop comments. You know, drop comments. Tell me which ones are the coolest, which ones are the dopest, which ones are hella lame. I mean, just let me know. Maybe you hate the author. I don't know. Maybe you love it. Maybe he's the most coolest, and maybe some of you are disgusted with me that I've only read 5.5 of these. But I'm a change that, and we will get books. We will read these books and get them reviewed on the channel here, pretty damn fast.